Take stop recording video button.
What's up, guys? How's it going? This is your good friend Dalton here with you again with another video. I just thought I might make a quick video today. I want to do a quick review for those of you that don't know. Just this weekend I went to Branson, Missouri for a little bit to have some fun. And for those of you that don't know, or maybe you haven't been, Branson is a very beautiful town. Very nice people. Very, very friendly service. Hospitality is great. Today I want to review one of our favorite theme parks ever. Probably all-time theme park. That particular theme park is called Silver Dollar City. For those of you that don't know, Silver Dollar City is a theme park that is based way back 100 years ago, 200 years ago, back in the 1880s. Great theme park. They have 5 big roller coasters for the big guys, for the family, and 1 kid coaster called the Expedition Coaster. It's in the Grand Expedition. If you go, I'm not sure how to explain this to you. If you go towards Thunderation, so when you come in the park, you're gonna be met by a beautiful gift shop. It's got clothing in it, some nice things to look at. One of my most favorite parts of the gift shop is the counter with all the dulcimers sitting on it. You go through the gift shop. There's 2 doors. You go through one door, and out through the other door. When you get out to that other door and get through the turnstiles, you're gonna be met with this beautiful water facade. There's a water wheel on your left, I believe. I think as you come into the park. And there are several paths you can take when going to SDC, Silver Dollar City. One thing I highly recommend if you're going to go to Silver Dollar City anytime soon, get in shape, because there are a lot of hills and a lot of ups and downs because you're in the Ozark Mountains. And the air is a lot thinner, for those of us who are down here in the valley, in the Ouachita Mountains or in the valley. You might not be used to mountainous terrain where the air is quite thin and stuff like that. So I would recommend, if you live on a high hill, I would spend a week walking up and down the hill of your place, wherever you might live, if you have a really steep great hill, because some of these paths are they're pretty steep. So enough of that. Let's talk about. Well, I'll get to the roller coasters in a minute. I'm not a roller coaster enthusiast. I don't know much about coaster. I mean, I know a little bit, but let's talk about hospitality and the atmosphere at Silver Dollar City. Oh my gosh. Silver Dollar City is probably one of the most beautiful parks you'll ever go to. There's trees all around. Probably if you ever go, I recommend going in the fall or late fall. Well, probably not late fall because it's a little bit too cold. Well, I'll get to that in a little bit. Middle of fall, late summer, when it's like October this time of year. Go then, because it's going to be nice and cool, not blistering hot. And go on a weekday. We went on a weekend, and it was pretty packed. So if those of you that are watching, if you're familiar with a YouTuber called Sir Willow, he talks about good tips and tricks of going to Silver Dollar City. Another cool thing, if you have the cups, the Silver Dollar City mugs from back in 2009 and earlier, you can get refills, unlimited refills, if you so desire. And that brings me to another point. If you're going to Silver Dollar City, make sure you're hydrated, because you're going to be thirsty quite a bit, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking. Make sure you bring, if you're going to bring a bag with you, I'd recommend bringing a few water bottles, so you have something to sip on if you ever get thirsty. And as Sir Willow says, wear comfortable shoes. Okay, you're gonna be doing a lot of walking. That ground is really hard, so wear comfortable shoes. I recommend Nikes with the memory foam inserts. They really give you a nice cushiony walk. All right, let's go on to our next. Subject. Rides. All right, so as well as roller coasters, Silver Dollar City has a great lineup of thrill rides. They have a wonderful flat ride called Electrospin. I think it is a disco version, a model by Mondial. I can't remember for sure. Those of you coaster enthusiasts, drop a comment down below if you know. But they have a disco called the Electrospin, and it's basically like this disc, and there are seats all around the outside of it, and it goes back and forth like this, and the disc spins around in circles. They have a Viking ship, which I really recommend. And for those of you thrill seekers out there, they have a S&S drop tower and an S&S scream and swing called the Giant Barn Swing. I ride those Evergrande once in a while. Sometimes I'll do it, but I kind of have a sensitive stomach, so I don't get sick, but I'm talking about, you know, when you go up and down hills and it scares your stomach a little bit. I gotta take it easy every once in a while. Sometimes if I get to where I want to do a really thrilling ride, I'll do that. Another great ride is Fire in the Hole. It's been there since 1970. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure. It's been around for like 60 or 70 years, so it's their oldest roller coaster. Check that out. I highly recommend it. Check out Fire in the Hole. It's just above the Giant Barn Swing, about, I don't know, maybe 200 yards. They've really updated. They've completely rebuilt. Well, not rebuilt Fire in the Hole, but they've rebuilt the model. They've rebuilt the scenes. If you go down the first drop, there used to be a soundtrack of a guy shooting pistols at you. That used to be at the bottom of the first drop. It's now, they've revamped some of the scenes. I'm not sure really what the storyline of Fire in the Hole is. If you guys know, leave it down in the comments. And there's also a song, we call it the Fire in the Hole song. I think they've taken Cotton Eye Joe and put lyrics from that song to make the storyline of Fire in the Hole. Haven't found that song yet. If I ever find it, I will get a chance to listen to the whole thing. The ride moves so fast, you don't get a chance to listen to some of the great. They've got some pretty good soundtracks in there. Important thing to know: if you've got epilepsy or if you're not good with flashing lights, there is I'm not sure how to describe it. At the second drop, there's like a headlight of a train. Okay. It is really bright. I'm blind. I'm totally blind, and I've got a little bit of light perception, like very little, and I can see the glare of that train light. So it's pretty bright. So if you've got problems with lights, I'd recommend wearing some filtering glasses or something that that you can block out the light because it's pretty bright. And on the very last drop, there is a splashdown. So for those of you that don't like getting wet, it's not bad. You're not gonna get soaked, but just be forewarned, you might get a little bit wet. The wettest you're gonna get is the front of your shirt wet. That's pretty much it. That's gonna be pretty much all that is gonna do. I was just adjusting the camera there. Another great ride. Those of us that are like steam trains and stuff like that. They have what's called the Frisco Silver Dollar Line. It is a great ride. It takes you out in the woods, about a 20 or 30-minute ride, and towards the end of the ride, there are these robbers, Alfie and Ralphie Bolin, and they're based off real characters. Real people back a long time ago, and excuse me, and the engineer supposedly is named. Well, I'm not going to give out names just in case. The engineer will stop the train, blow the whistle frantically, and the conductor will ask why. It's just a show. It's pretty funny, and basically it's a stick up. It's a replica. It's a hold on, I'm getting my words mixed up. It is a rendition of a stick up that would have been taken place a long time ago, and of course there's no real bullets. There's just blanks, and then towards the end of the show, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but those of you that ride the train, you already know. It's a great ride, wonderful ride. If you're scared of popping noises like I am, don't worry, it's not loud. I just plug my ears a little bit. Let's go to the next thing. Let's talk about Thunderation. It's an aerodynamics mine train. And okay, guys, this is cool. Okay, if you've never ridden a mine train like this is cool. So, Thunderation is an 80-foot tall mine train built by Aerodynamics in 1993. And what's cool? Let me see if I can do it with my hands. As you're going up the hill, those of you coaster enthusiasts, maybe you can help me out. It spins somehow. I don't understand how it's doing this, but it feels like the train is spinning in circles like this, and it goes faster and faster, and it gets really tight. Great ride. I wouldn't recommend a back row seat because it is very brutal. It will beat you up. Recommend front row seat. Front right. If you get a front row seat, great. I could use a little bit of track work, unfortunately. Other than that, if you get as close to the front as you can, it'll be a nice ride. Really nice ride. Let's see. Didn't get to really try out any of the food at Silver Dollar City. One of the things I missed out I wanted to do was I was going to get me some more saltwater taffy. I was going to get me 2 pounds of it so I could enjoy it with the family. And I forgot to do that. By the time I remembered, it was getting too late. But for my rating of SDC, Silver Dollar City, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Great theme park, friendly people. Always happy to help because, me being blind, I'm always, needing help getting on and off rides. Always happy to help. Always happy to assist. And you're just going to have a good time. You're going to have a great time. You're going to, there's a lot of things I might not have time to cover, but yeah. And one more thing I gotta throw out there. I know I mentioned the atmosphere and the feeling that you get in the park. I can't talk about that enough. It is just amazing. It's probably the most calmest place on the planet. Everybody's friendly. Everybody's happy to help, as I mentioned, and you're just gonna have a good time. I mean, there's rides for everybody, stuff for everybody to do, and it's just a fun park. I would come early, probably about park opening. Like, the park usually opens at around 9 or 10. And you're going to probably... It may take you a few days to get through this park. So, if you're going to come to Silver Dollar City, I would recommend breaking it up a few days because there's just so much to do. From watching the people below, watching the glass blowers, watching carpenters, to shops, all the food. Just the other day, I got to go through a jewelry shop. If you ever go to the Frisco Barn, check out their shop. They've got clocks. I'm a major clock collector. I got the feel of an 1800s New Haven grandfather clock with ladder chains. I did not know what that was until a few minutes ago. I mean, not a few minutes ago, a few days ago. It's just like bicycle chain, pretty much. So that was really cool. And check out the foods. I did get to try. Okay, so I lied to you. I got to try a little bit of food at SDC, Silver Dollar City. I got a soft pretzel. They have some of the best soft pretzels on the planet. If you want good soft pretzels, go to Silver Dollar City near where the Echo Hollow is. That is amazing. They've got some of the best pretzels you'll ever have. They're soft and nice and chewy. So anyway, that's my review of Silver Dollar City. Highly recommend it. Come check it out. Especially for Christmas coming up pretty soon. Right now they have pumpkin nights going on where you can see the pumpkins. I got the feel of some of the pumpkins because I can't really see the lights. And some of the pumpkins are huge. And guys, check this out. Tell me if you guys have ever seen this before. A pumpkin with warts all over it. It's got bumps all over it. So that's one thing I got. That's one thing that's really cool that I got to see. A pumpkin with bumps all over it. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like and comment. And I will try to put this up on YouTube sometime, hopefully. And yeah, that's all for this video. Have a good day, and
Viewfinder image.
And we will see you in a future video. And if you're planning on going to Silver Dollar City anytime soon,
Tilt right.
have a good time. All right, this is your good friend Dalton signing out. Have a good day.